So 2022 Black Friday sales numbers hit all new records despite fear of recession. Except why am I not seeing it? Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Standley with Standley Handcrafted, and today I wanted to talk about a topic again that is coming up all the time right now. I made a video on this one a couple months ago talking about this, getting ready for the candle season. And now that we're in like the height of candle season, a lot more people are starting to feel it. And that is, despite the intro that I just said, according to a bunch of different articles, it sounds like sales numbers are up across the board as far as online sales, Black Friday sales, in-store sales, except if you go on to any of the message boards, candle boards, the Facebook groups, sales for a lot of people are absolutely down from last year and even previous months. And I'm absolutely no stranger to this one. I have definitely noticed, not only through this entire year, but even the month of November was way down from what I thought it was going to be, what it was down from previous months. And a lot more people are starting to feel this. And I was looking up a bunch of different things. I really don't know what to tie it to. Obviously, I'm not an economist or anything like that. I just go by the numbers that I see. I run a Facebook group of 115,000 people. So I'm basically going off of what tens of thousands of people are saying in the groups, the comment section on the last video. And that is an alarming number of people are definitely seeing down sales. Like I mentioned a second ago, for me, coming into the candle season, things were starting to look up. September was a great month. October was a great month. They both were within about like 5% of each other, which was incredible. And then all of a sudden November hits, which is usually the biggest month of the year, and my sales were knocked in half of what they were for September and October. I mean, half. That is absolutely insane. I don't know what to put that on. I mean, I didn't change anything as far as advertising, sales, participating in the groups. But for some reason, and again, I'm not alone in this one, sales were absolutely down from what I thought they were going to be. Now, that's not the same for everyone. There's a lot of people in the groups, a lot of people in the Facebook group. I made a post about this probably 2 weeks ago now, asking how people's sales were doing. And it was definitely weighted a little bit more towards people not doing as well, but there were definitely people out there who were doing very well and actually having up months, which is incredible. But for me, I think it honestly comes down to a lot of people, if you listen to the news or anything out there like that, and I really don't pay attention to the news, I definitely headline read a lot going across sites like Reddit or anything like that. I see a lot of stories, and I do go through the stories that I want to read and read those. And it definitely warns of a recession coming up. So I think there are people out there who are maybe holding back, especially coming up into Christmas time. They may be putting some of that money towards other things or things that may be more important to them. And things like candles are definitely lower on that list. And it's definitely nothing to get too discouraged about. It is discouraging, of course, because you see your sales going down, but it is something that is cyclical also. It definitely will come back up. And it's one of those things, and again, I really say this to a lot of new candle makers in the market, a lot of new candle makers watching this video, is sales do come back around. So this is absolutely the time to continue to post your stuff out there. Get on as many social media platforms that you can, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, anything like that, and continue to do exactly what you're doing, which is promoting your product. Because the most important thing to come out of this is, even as sales are down, you are still building your brand. You're still building your product, which is going to mean that much more when things start to pick back up. People start to feel a little bit more comfortable spending more money, and you're still out there creating your brand, which when things start to rise again, your sales definitely start to come back up. Now, for me, I'm definitely going into December with a little bit different mindset that I had in November. Definitely putting myself a little bit more out there. I'm trying to get out, and I know now that I'm doing supplies and everything like that, the videos have been a lot less frequent than they have been. My posting, even on Instagram, has been a lot less frequent. And that definitely doesn't help when it comes to trying to increase your sales, because those are big platforms where you can get recognized. And me not putting myself out there, it definitely contributes to sales being down. So that's one thing I'm trying to do in December, is get back out there, try to be a little bit more consistent and see how it turns out, because I would love for December, I would love for December to be better than November. And I would tell anybody out there in the same position, and I said this in the video a couple months ago before we got into this, is I would definitely put your resources, put your money back into things that you know are going to work for you, things that you know are going to sell, and basically I'm telling myself the same thing. Don't overextend yourself hoping for big sales that may not be there. And of course, I don't mean cut back on everything out there, but definitely pay attention to what you're doing and prepare for maybe a month that may not be as good as you thought it was going to be. And on top of that, try to get into things that you may not normally do. If you have any winter markets out there, try to see if you can get into a lot of winter markets. We have a lot of night markets around here, which are really good. You might walk around a little bit more, see if there are new shops or new boutiques that you can get your candles into. Pretty much this is the time to grind. And this is what I tell a lot of people. There is so much opportunity out there, but there are definitely times when you're pushing a little bit harder on that treadmill trying to get it going. And this is definitely one of those times. So I would definitely tell anybody out there, don't get too discouraged with this one. Even when you see things are down, they will come back up. So it's really about perseverance and really pushing through and honestly finding new lanes to make sure that you stay in there and keep pushing forward and fighting forward. And honestly, I say this not only to you watching this, but I say this to myself as well, because I'm going through the exact same thing. But that's it with this one. I just wanted to jump on here and make a quick video, especially since I see it coming up so much. And I wanted to make this one on the back of the last video that you just saw, which was the one about the Bath & Body Works candle sale. There were a lot of people in there talking about this exact thing and sales being down. So I wanted to get out here, make a video, and come back and ask you guys, how are things going this year? Are your sales up? Are they flat? Are they down? Whatever they are, please let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, we'll go through and do a follow-up video on this one. And of course, based on the comments, I'm going to come back through and do a follow-up video on this one and kind of try to gain an overall feeling or collective on what's happening for the majority of people that are watching this. So that's it for this one. Definitely hit subscribe, hit like on the channel. Keep pushing forward out there and like I said, try to get out there and get into as many new lanes and avenues as you can. And we'll see you in the next video.